Everyone, I hope everyone's enjoying their Wednesday. Yeah, Lena tried to wash and blow dry her hair again. I tried, y'all. But anyways, the topic of this video is going to be very random again. You know, people might unfriend me for this. And I'm fine, I don't care. There could be one person follow. I could just be my own friend and be amused by me on Facebook, but you know, whatever. All right, so this topic, it's gonna kind of be out there. I used to be a political junkie. I used to be a world events type of a person. Like, I used to love watching CNN, MSNBC, even Fox News. You know, like, I love talking about world events and politics and all that. I really got off on that. Like, that's hot to me to have a conversation. What killed that, and I'll kind of tie in why I'm talking about this. What killed my hunger for politics was really understanding more about the game of politics and the money behind it, and actually finally realizing that it all doesn't matter and people really don't care about what's going on in this country or in this world. They think they do, but they really don't. Their moral compasses are all wrong. And I say this because, okay, like, I guess the latest story or the latest world tragedy are those 230 girls missing in Nigeria. I know all about it. I don't talk about it. Not because I don't care, because I know me ranting and raving really is just a waste of my energy. People don't care. People won't be moved. There's various reasons why that is. People aren't moved by the loss of lives unless it's their own. Unless they kind of look like them. Even then it doesn't matter. And I say that because of where I lost hope in America and in American people, black, white, whatever, after the shootings in Connecticut. I think that was 2 or 3 years ago, when that teenage boy went into the elementary school and killed those babies that were in kindergarten and first grade. Like, I think about it and I cry. Can you imagine? You send your baby off to school during the holidays and they don't come back. And even after that happens, there was no reform. There was no reform for guns. There was no protest in the streets saying, hey, this is enough. Gun reform needs to take place. There's no reason on God's green earth, unless you're a hunter and you live off the land, that people should have like these, army regulated machine guns. Like, what's the point of that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that after those kids were killed, and I'm going to say this, when a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid is shot, baby, 5, 6, 7, I don't even think they were more than 8 years, when that happens and there's no protest, nobody loses sleep or anything, and no reform takes place after that, well then, folks, we're pretty much done. More people, majority of this country, majority of folks, we're more up in arms against people trying to take away their guns, instead of thinking that, hey, maybe we should regulate this. Or the shootings that happened in Colorado at movie theaters. Only gun reform in Colorado, not in the country. Like, there's shooting on army bases, there's shootings in schools still, and people still aren't moved because the gun lobby owns the government. The lobbyists own the government. And once you learn that, nobody cares. So, if this is happening in our own country, if this is happening in the United States, why would Americans even be moved by anything that happens in Nigeria? That's foolish to think. That's foolish. People will sign petitions. I'll sign a petition. I'll support. I'll send an article. But will people really care? No. Let's say this. There's a hierarchy of life, right? I'm real. People think because of a happy post and I'm like, hey guys, how are you? No, I choose to live that way, but I understand how reality works here. I'm gonna say this and it sounds wrong, and it's going to grain on a lot of people, and people will, argue. You can argue, but Black lives do have less value. There's nowhere in the world where it is a good thing to be Black. Even in Africa, the darker you are, there's a caste system, right? Yeah, it's never a good thing. So that being said, I don't understand how people would actually think that people in America would care about. Yeah, they do. You have people that give to missions and stuff like that, but a majority of people are not moved when lives are lost, specifically Black lives. And even black people don't care about each other's lives. We kill each other all the time, demean ourselves all the time. I know this is kind of a bleak video, I'm sorry. I just felt that I had to let this out. Sorry, you guys. It's not very happy. It's just, I don't understand how people think that people will be moved by 230 Nigerian women just gone and kidnapped. People don't care. They really don't. That's sad. Really sad. Sorry, I don't think I'm gonna share this, but if I do, I apologize. Maybe I'm just venting, because a lot of me does care about my fellow man. It doesn't even matter what color they are, where they come from. I really do care about people, but the majority of people don't even give a damn about their own mother and father or their siblings or their family. So they're not going to care for strangers, especially strangers that are of another ethnicity and color of them. That was a real keep it real kind of post. Sorry, it's bleak. How do I end this on a happy note? Well, yeah, so I got out of political life and all that jargon because people weren't moved when those 20 babies were killed. There's no hope. Unless in God, just hope in God and all that. You can say that. Hopefully there'll be like some spiritual awakening. I'm not saying Christian awakening, but some spiritual awakening where people actually care for themselves, for their families, and for others. Hopefully that happens. And I was hoping I switched from like politics and world events and went into more, positivity and happy posts on Facebook. And, that's another reason why I try to be positive, because there's so much negativity in this world. And I figure maybe instead of ranting about politics, maybe spreading some joy, some laughs would be a better way of getting people's attention. But if anything, pray for the positive thoughts for those girls in Nigeria, positive thoughts for those in Russia and Ukraine, positive thoughts for those families in Korea who lost their teenage kids on the boat. Prayers and thoughts to the Malaysian families who lost, and positive thoughts to those in Afghanistan and Iran, Chile, Haiti, all around the world, in the States, who really live real lives and not this vapid, stupid westernized United States kind of culture that cares about housewives and scandal. Prayers to those. Prayers to them. Sorry, you guys. I had to let that out. Yeah, this country needs help. Bye. Let's enjoy Wednesday. That's kind of sad. Now I'm sad now. Bye, y'all.